Good afternoon, guys. I got the throttle bodies done, as you can see, for the giveaway. This one's been tested on my Jeep. Whoever gets it, there'll be scratch marks right here where they bolt down on both of them. This is the second one. These are 60 millimeter polished. New seals in the shaft. This one here had a welded up, repaired shaft, and then new seals, and relocate the bearing on it. Here's the other one again. What we're going to do is, there's going to be a link in this video. You click on that link, follow the link, and enter to win these. Now, they're not going to come with the intake. Most of y'all know that intake is something else we're doing, but that's them. This one to be. Let's do this. Let me get a marker, because they're a little bit different. They're a little bit different. I marked them 1 and 2. The only difference is how I did the top here. Just put a radius on that, make it rounder, you know, more sexy. And this one's more, you know, standard. Yeah, whichever one you get will be a surprise. So, and I wanted to tell you guys, I'm not responsible for rods hanging out the side of the engine or any problems with these things. I'm going to test them on my Jeep. I'm going to put both of them on there. I already put this one on there one time, but I'm going to put it on there again, let it run, make sure it's idling, doing what it's supposed to do. We'll do this one the same way. And when I call them good, they're going to be good. I know they're good, but I'm just saying, I'm not going to be responsible. You know, they're free. So, save your old one. And if you don't like it, take it off. Do whatever you want with it. But I think it'll work good. But anyway, in the bottom of the video, there's going to be a link. Follow that link and enter to win them. And we're going to make a drawing next Saturday. I'll announce the winner of them and I'll ship them out. Now, I hate it, guys, but it's going to have to be you guys in the U.S. because I'm not smart enough to get it to you overseas. I wish I could, but I've tried that before with when I used to sell on eBay. And I've sent headers, you know, like headers overseas, and they get sent back to me, and it just turns into a cluster. So the only thing is, you know, be in the USA. I'm sorry, but you know, it is how it is with the shipping and stuff. But we'll figure out how to get the address and all that stuff. I'm sure it'll be in the contest. I haven't looked at the thing yet. Jennifer's setting that up, but as promised, there they are. Now, if anybody wants me to do theirs that doesn't win, hit me up on Rusty411 and let me know, and I will do these. If you send me your throttle body, I'll do them for $75 to do both, to do your throttle body like this. I think they charge I think they're like $120 or $100, $120, $150, something like that on eBay. You know, if you want yours done, just ship it to me. We'll work something out. Just let me know on Rusty411. You can go get one out of Junkyard and send to me. It's fine. Now let's talk about the intake. If you go get, this is the intake y'all seen I got out of the Junkyard. Let's get a little closer. I want to show y'all some things to look for. I just got this out of the Junkyard to see if I could help out with these intake swaps. Now this intake is definitely going to work way better than what I got. If you don't have this style intake, I definitely would get it, because all your intake runners are the same length, which helps with velocity coming into it. Instead of the one I got now, one's short and one's long, and it's just not efficient. This thing here is going to work really good, and it would be really good for a carburetor setup. if you're going to put a carburetor on a 4.0, this would be the way to go. I've already done it on the intake manifold like I have on my Jeep now. Y'all have all seen it, the old style. And it doesn't work because it wants to run rich on one cylinder, which would be the closest one to it, and then lean out here at the ends. It's kind of impossible to get it right. That's how Damien's was set up that way. But this one here, they all are pulling from right here. There's 3 here pulling, there's 3 here pulling. So it's pulling on this box right here, just like a carbureted intake. And they sell an adapter to put the carburetor on these. And if you put a 500 CFM carburetor, what you want to do with any carburetor set up on any V8, 6-cylinder, whatever, you want to take your cubic inches and times that by 2, and that's what you want your carburetor to be. It's a good rule of thumb, especially from idle up to, you know, 5200, what these things turn. Now if you're going above 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 RPMs, then it changes, it gets different. Now with fuel injection, it's different. This throttle body, if you do the CFMs on it, it's about 625 CFMs. But it doesn't have to atomize the airflow, the fuel. It doesn't have to atomize the fuel through the airflow going through it, which is why you got to stay with like 500 CFM on a 4.0 instead of 600. 600 would work, but 500 will work better. This atomizes the fuel at the fuel injector, so all you need is air, and the fuel injector to compensate. We've talked about that. But if you want to put a carburetor on a 4.0, this would be the one to do it with, and it would work damn good. Now, what I want to tell y'all about getting them out of the junkyard, if you get one out of the junkyard, you got to check all your bolt holes, make sure all your bolt holes are good, not stripped, no bolts broke off in them, none of that shit when you're taking it apart. It'd be best to find one with everything on it. That way when you take it all off, you'll know everything's good. And then, you know, you want to look, this is a problem area right here. Not too far forward, nope, right here. You definitely want to check your dial pin locating spots, because these are bad about getting broke. People put them on and break them. Jennifer's is broke on hers. It's on there though. I got it all lined up and got it bolted down, but check these and make sure they're not broke. Make sure none of this shit's broke. Make sure your injector bosses are all decent, good, not corroded or anything like that. You want them to be smooth. To be honest with you, you can buy this from Dorman brand new for 130 bucks. By the time you go to the junkyard and get it off a Jeep, come home, clean it, you're gonna have to buy Purple Power to get the shit out of it, and this works good for cleaning up the aluminum, making it bright again. You're gonna end up having 130 bucks in the damn thing, probably 100, and then you got to clean it. Now you got to clean all that crap out of there. This whole thing is gonna be full of filth when you get one off a Jeep with 100-something thousand miles on it, because your PCV is oil vapors right down in it, right, just fills this thing up with gunk. And then any little bit of dust that gets by your air filter is going to get in there and just turn it into a mess inside there. That's why with that methanol injection we're going to put on here, this thing has got to be clean, because nitrous, when you put nitrous on one or something like that, methanol, it's going to wash everything in this intake into the engine. So if there's anything in there, it's going to put it right in the engine. I've seen it happen with a nitrous kit. Guy put it on there, and it just washed everything out of his intake into the motor and wiped his rings out. He thought the nitrous did it, but that ain't what did it. It was all the filth in his intake. If it was me, I'd skip the junkyard, buy one from Dorman for 130 bucks, and you know all your threads are good, everything's good, and that's what I would do. It's the same thing. I mean, this one's made by Jeep or Chrysler. But I put the Dorman one on the blue ZJ that was up here, or WJ that was up here of JP's, which is fixing to be back. I bought a Dorman one and put on it because they run it so damn hot they melted the whole end of the intake off right here. it cracked the head and was throwing fire up into the intake, and it just melted all that off. So I got a Dorman one and put on there, and it was fine. It looks the same as this. But as far as getting one out of a junkyard, it's a lot of work to get it clean, and you got to clean and clean and clean. I soaked this one for 3 days in mineral spirits, and then I washed it with Purple Power on the inside and cleaned it with the mag cleaner on the outside, and it's still not all perfectly, you know, out of there. I mean, there's no grit in it or nothing. It's just kind of like discoloration, but it takes a lot of work to get them clean. It's almost worth it just to spend $130 bucks. But anyway, these things make me want to keep them though. They sure do look nice. This one I already put on the Jeep. It run perfect. But we're going to do it one more time because I want to make sure when you get them, when y'all get them, they're right. I guess that's about it, man. I'll make a video maybe sometime this weekend. I got to finish up that damn car out there, and I like working on the Mustangs, and I like the Mustangs, but I don't have time for it right now. I want to do something with my Jeep, and it's been making some noises, and I want to get back on my Jeep and go wheeling and stuff, and I just don't have time to do that right now. Is the only reason I'm complaining about it. I do like it, I just don't have time to mess with it right now. But anyway, I will probably make a video maybe this weekend of putting that injector, that methanol injector in this intake. We're probably going to put it, we're either going to put it here or over here. I kind of want to spray it back towards the back here, because the intake ports are right there in a group, and I kind of want to spray it towards that intake where it can pull it straight in. If we don't put it in the intake, we'll put it up here somewhere, but I'm wanting to permanently put it in the intake somewhere where I ain't got to worry about it getting jarred out of the manifold. Y'all know what I'm saying, the breather. I don't want to do it like that. I want to put it in there right. But anyway, the video was mostly about the throttle bodies. They're done. Anybody wants theirs done, let me know. Get on Rusty411 on Facebook group. PM me, and we'll work out a deal. I think it's worth $75. Now, if you don't want the polishing and all that stuff, I could probably do it for $60. But the polishing takes longer than doing the polishing, painting. Takes longer to do than the boring it out, actually. Anyway, guys, y'all take it easy. One more look at it. I totally remanufactured them. I made a video on how to do the O-rings, if anybody ain't seen it. But it works. Alright, guys, take it easy. We'll holler at you later. I might make something else this weekend. I don't know. Today's Friday. I'd like to put that injector in there this weekend sometime. We'll have to see how it goes. Y'all take it easy. We'll holler at you later. Bye.